Well, today we are making our intentions known in 2024 and creating a vision of what we want in the new year. I'm joined by Dr. Justin Moseley, the Mindset Doctor. Welcome in, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, so you have a top-rated podcast. You guys are really helping change lives all over the world.
Yeah, and it's exciting. And it came from my near-death accident, shifted gears for me, and it changed everything. And now that's my mission, is to help people live a better life.
And you have so many tools that you use on that podcast, but let's back up a step. So tell us about that near-death experience. You told me about it once before, but everyone at home, buckle up.
Yeah, I was in 2018, I was in a near-death accident, whitewater rafting. And it was just a freak accident. The raft tipped over, and I got trapped underneath the rapid itself. And it started pushing me underwater, and I still remember the sound of my helmet scraping down the rocks as I was being pushed under. And the last thing I remember thinking is, I'm not coming back up. And everything went black, and then everything went bright white. And it was the most peaceful, serene feeling I'd ever felt. And then I hear a voice that said, wake up. And thankfully I did, because I came back to consciousness and I was trapped underwater, wedged between two rocks. One of the buckles of my life jacket was trapped under the rocks. And I tried to push and I didn't budge. And I kept pushing and pushing. Thankfully my adrenaline kicked in and I pushed hard enough. I broke the buckle of my life jacket, floated to the top, and got swept down the river. So at that moment I was rocked. But I mean, I learned a lot of lessons from that, and one of the biggest things was we all question our purpose in life. Why are we here? But in that moment, I asked, why am I still here? Because it could have been different in that moment.
I bet you have a lot of survivor's guilt, too.
Yeah, and it's like, well, why? What if I didn't hear wake up? Or what if I wasn't strong enough to break free? So that's one of the biggest things that I learned, was asking the question of, why am I still here? Because life is a gift. You don't have to have a near-death accident or a rock-bottom moment in order to change. Like, for people listening, you are still here for a purpose. You woke up today for a reason. This is real life, not a dress rehearsal. So you were able to wake up today, ask yourself, why am I still here? When you can answer that and go all in on that, life begins to change.
Ooh, man, I'm going to start crying right here. We are getting deep with you, Dr. Moseley.
Love it.
What voice do you think that was that said wake up?
I'm a believer, so God, that's for me. It was like God woke me up, and it wasn't just a wake-up call in that moment, but it was a wake-up call for my life. And what it really helped me understand was I'd gotten comfortable in life. And if I truly want to step into the calling that God has on my life, I need to exchange my comfort for my calling.
Yes,
So.
and you have this excellent podcast clip that we're going to take a listen to in just a second, but it kind of unpacks that feeling before we get to that point of, hey, I need to change my life, I need to wake up. You're kind of in this like stuck phase, and I want to listen to it right now.
Mark Twain's got a quote that, I lived a life of many troubles. Most of them never happened. And it's because we make up these stories in our head of what could happen. What if I do take this risk and this goes wrong? But what if it went right? What if we shifted it? And I truly believe most people don't get what they want in life because the story they keep telling themselves of why they can't have it, which I think the fear is what creates those stories of why we can't have what we want.
Whew, I felt that one, that mental chatter. How do we quiet that and, really get clarity around what we want?
Yeah, and one of the easiest things to do is start journaling and start writing down and say, what are the voices that I'm hearing in my head? Because a lot of times we don't realize all that mental chatter that's going on. So when we start to journal and really ask myself, what do I want? And that's the hardest part. When you ask somebody what they want, they tell you all the things that they don't want.
Yeah.
So make a list of what you don't want and then journal about, well, what do I do? If I don't want that, what do I actually want?
Very good.
So journal on it and then meditate on it.
Okay.
Meditate. Again, I believe God is always speaking to us. Will we be quiet enough to listen? That's the question. That's where meditation comes in.
You could do it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yes. Some people think I need to meditate for an hour for this to be work. No, 2 to 3 minutes, quieting your mind, focusing on the breath, and just being present in the moment, but just giving yourself the space. And the more you start to do it, you actually enjoy it, you'll want to do it more.
It's true. And affirmation and visualization, those are your two best other tips.
Yeah, affirmations. You've got to speak louder than those voices in your head. So that's where the affirmation, repeating it over and over, but really the visualization was a game changer for me. And there's a lot of studies on visualization, but one that I love, that they took people that couldn't play piano and they taught them one-handed piano exercises. One group, they wanted to actually play the piano. The other group, don't touch a piano, but just visualize going through these exercises. And they did functional MRIs on the brain, and the exact same parts of the brain were firing in the people playing the piano versus the ones just mentally rehearsing it. So at the end of the study, they both got the exact same level of proficiency playing the piano. So if that works, just using your mind, imagine what you can use in your life by starting to use visualization. Create a new story for your life and visualize yourself becoming that person, and everything will change for you.
Oh, Justin Moseley, you are so good. Thank you so much,
so
my
much.
friend. You can check out Dr. Justin's transformative podcast at mindshiftlinks.com and visit his clinic at the Music City Health Clinic. He's got such great tips. Both of these websites are on your screen right now. You won't regret it.